What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, the best place for singles who are ready to find love. In today's video, I want to talk to you about how to create your relationship checklist. But before we get started, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit the subscribe button and the bell button right beside it so that you get notifications every single time we post a video. I believe that it is very wise to create a list of things that are very important to you. Things that if you don't have them, they are deal breakers. You don't want to live without this. It lines up with your preferences, with what's appealing to you, all of that. And the very last one is sexuality or chemistry. Sometimes this one can seem like it's something that is, just a little naughty to talk about or taboo in some cases. But the fact of the matter is that God made sexuality and he made us as sexual beings. And so this, in the context of looking for a spouse, is a very important consideration. Equally as important as all of the things that we talked about before, maybe a little bit more, because all of the other things can apply to a roommate. This one applies exclusively to an intimate relationship. I read somewhere that 70% of marriages are sexless marriages. And the way that was defined is that the spouses are only engaging in intimacy about 10 times per year. So something that you absolutely have to consider is, how did God make me? How did God make you? This is the time to do it when you're single. You definitely have to look at things like, what is your libido like? What are your thoughts around sex? Do you have a very kind of liberated view or a more conservative view? Are you the type of person that thinks, yeah, we'll do it, it'll get over it, we'll get over it, we'll have some babies and moving on? Or does it conjure ideas of adventure and fun and an opportunity to be close with the person that you love? Here also, you absolutely need to be honest, because our libido, our sexual nature, is as different as we all are. Some people have a higher or stronger libido. They naturally require more sexual contact. If you're healthy, whatever your baseline is, that's just what it is. So you just have to be honest about that and make that a part of your list. If you know that it's not a big deal to you, then for heaven's sakes, don't get involved with someone who it's a big deal to. That's just not fair. It really is not fair. The other person will always be left wanting. People can feel deceived. People can feel cheated. It can even affect their faith in God. If in every other area of their life, someone has depended upon God to bring them this right compatible partner, and they have a conversation with you and you lead them to believe that you are this person who is affectionate and you're open, and they feel like, okay, based upon what you're telling them, that it will be a good match, and then they get into a relationship with you and all of a sudden you're cold and you're more conservative or even very kind of prudish in your behavior. That can affect someone's faith in God, because they can feel like, if all of these other things seem to line up, why would God do this to me? Why would he give me somebody in this area of my life that I can only fulfill with my spouse, someone who is not compatible with me? And very often people who have more of a high sex drive also, they are very physically affectionate. So if their love language is physical touch, so if you're not fulfilling that area. And I'm not talking about fulfilling like, yeah, we can do it. I'm saying like 100% enthusiastic, all in, initiating at times, being happy about it. If their love language is physical touch and you're not giving them physical touch, they're going to feel like you don't love them. It doesn't matter if you are doing everything else. You're going out and you're working and you're taking care of the kids and you're all of this. If their love language is physical touch and you are not fulfilling that, then you've just communicated, I don't love you the way that I led you to believe I would love you. To help understand this a bit more, I'm definitely going to put a link to the 5 love languages quiz so that you can go and check that out. Check Amazon or any other resource and get the book. It is a really, really good read that will help you to understand the importance of loving people based upon how they're able to receive it, not based upon how you show it. You may feel like, I'm a great cook, and every time they come in, there's a warm meal, I keep the house clean, and you may feel that's the way that you receive love, is if someone prepares a warm meal for you, maybe acts of service, do nice things, clean the house or whatever. So you think, if I do the same thing, they will understand that this is me showing them love. But if their love language is physical touch and you are not touching them either at all or based upon the frequency that they like or with the level of affection that speaks to them, then you have not communicated love as yet. So that's why I said you have to know what you're like, and you have to know when you get involved with someone, it might be a good idea to have them do the test. Get to know what someone's love language is. Find out if it's something can you commit to loving them based upon how they are able to receive love. Because otherwise, somebody in the relationship is going to be happy and perpetually happy until some sacrifices are made and changes are made. And something that I want to say is, I made mention about if everybody is healthy. Sometimes people experience a drop in their libido because their hormones are off. Go talk to your doctor. Have your hormones tested. Maybe there's a physical reason for it. You don't want to mess up your relationship because of something that can be fixed by just going to the doctor. But outside of that, you want to make sure that you're with someone that when you look at them, you want to jump their bones. When they look at you, they want to jump your bones. You want to be with someone who you really desire and they desire you to the same level of desire. Frequency of desire is what's going to determine your compatibility. So outside of all of these things, regardless of what your personal preferences are, these are good things to consider in a mate. I think you can add to that list willingness to invest in the relationship, someone who is team relationship, someone who is supportive of your goals. Not that they put theirs aside, because it's a two-way street, but someone who can be supportive of your goals and you can be supportive of their goals. And together, when you look at your life goals, when you look at the callings on your life, you look at your personal purposes, that they seem to align and they're heading in the same direction. So I hope that this was helpful to you. If it was, definitely leave a comment below. Let me know if there's anything that really stood out to you, anything that just caused you to reconsider something that you've been doing. Leave a comment below. For as single people, we are all looking for relationships that are able to be happy, healthy relationships where we can feel supported and we can feel like we are loved. And the only way to do that is to make sure that you know going into it exactly, you know yourself, you know your expectations, you know what you're looking for, so that as you meet people, you can judge them according to that criteria. Remember, this is a personal list. It's not for you to hold it at a table over dinner and do a checklist. It's your list to go over and review and be aware of what's important to you. Write the vision and make it plain. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Go ahead, create your relationship checklist. Let me know below how it goes, if it was a pleasant experience, if you had a difficult time doing that. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Now, have yourself a great day. Love yourself, love others, and be blessed.